One hole to go, 18, par 5, 1,000 feet. And I think the most potential for a big number on this entire course because it has so much out of bounds. 2 mandatories on those late trees force you to play down this route that they're showing you. You cannot go around the right side of the trees from the perspective of the tee pad. You've got to come down along this OB line, and then you've got the elevated basket. You know we're dealing with long holes when we can barely fit the numbers into our graphics. We're looking at hole 5, 1,006 foot par 5. This one up on top of the hill, and the really important feature, that out of bounds golf green just beyond the basket. So the approach, the final approach to the basket is a nervy one.
Just a classic hole from disc golf history, Nate.
Yeah, I think maybe the most famous hole out here, and one of those holes that I think almost everyone would include on that hypothetical Dream 18 because it's just so much challenge, so much decision making, and it's just a beautiful hole to play disc golf on. And changed this year, new parking area means no traffic on that road, which is huge. I mean, that's always just been like, oh, these people are leaving, they're coming in, we better wait. Just a little more distraction, and now it's just a little more serene, a little more quiet. They keep planting more of these little annoying trees in the fairway, so it gets a little harder every time to kind of find your line. But you're looking to throw 2 shots on this right side, push as far up the fairway as you can. Ideally, get yourself inside about 350 or so for that crossing shot. And as they do, making it tougher all the time, that basket is pushed at least 20 or 30 feet closer to the tip out there. So now going for the basket is no small feat. Trying to put that thing in circle 1 takes risk. I mean, you have to just kind of step up and throw a shot that could balloon into a big number to make birdie here.
Hole 12, par 5, 1,050 feet. Over the ditch, up the hill, and through the dark tunnel to the basket. Not a fun time for most players. Let's see how these guys attack it.
It's a par 5, 1,080 feet, out of bounds all the way down the left-hand side, and then trees kind of everywhere. You're teeing off uphill on an up. The tee pad is actually sloped uphill too, which makes it tough to get a lot of power. A couple trees right in the middle. Just basically throw as hard as you can, miss a couple trees. There's
Crush
one,
it.
on your second shot, there's one bush right in the landing.
Yep. Always sweet to see the aces.
If that little drone view doesn't strike fear into your heart, you have not tried disc golfing, I don't think, because this one you need to carry the water 3 times in a row. And the wind, again, ripping. So it is a helping wind, kind of, but it's pushing you too far in. Hole 2, par 5 already. Big Daddy coming out, 1,087 feet. This one is a big drive to start with OB on the left and the right. You would like to flip a little bit to the right side as a right-handed player and then have the big hyzer over the water. I think if you have that option, you can really set up a 350 or less play into the green to set up your birdie putt. If you have to go down the tunnel, maybe your odds aren't quite as good.
Hole 7 is a par 5, 1,111 feet. The play now, which has changed, is to go right side of the pond. Before you had options, but Cale this time making it so all players are playing down the same fairway. Big shot, big shot. Your next shot is up to this very steep slope that has got to be at least 35-degree slope. Fortunately, it is mulch. And then to the second easiest hole, the par 5.
1,170 feet. You've got a bunch of gaps to choose from off the tee. You can really play this hole. Probably 2 great drives could easily be 400 feet apart.
Oh, sure.
Way out to the right or way out to the left. All of those are available. And then you get the fun shot. The second shot, if you're in good position, is just a downhill bomb. You can see from this angle. Hole 1, par 5, 1,224 feet with OB on both sides, OB golf green, and the really sneaky part, this OB path, cart path, and this little OB golf tee right in front of the basket. So you really have to make a decision on that third shot. Are you playing for birdie or are you playing short and taking your par?
Anyway, moving on to hole number 7, 1,264 feet. You can either lay up short and then blast into the second fairway that has, as of last year, a little bit of a reconstruction in regards to OB, and now we have this pocket right here, the drone's flying over, and then a nice little peninsula you can throw your final shot to the green with. A lot of players opting for the layup recently.
Hole 9, the last hole in the front 9, Paul. What are we trying to do here?
Par 5, 1280. This one is a bit of a change from last year. You see the big distance, that's important. Instead of it being on the right-hand side where birdie was like almost impossible for half the field, this one is totally gettable, but you have to, I mean, it's the same tee shot as last year.
Yes.
Throw it as far as you can.
As far as you can. This is a distance showcase.